Hi everybody, it's Julia, your trusted travel expert for Matheson Travel, coming to you this week from the beautiful Val Thorens. I'm at the Club Med Val Thorens, which is in the French Alps, and I wanted to take this moment to give you a quick little overview of Club Med ski vacations and Val Thorens in general. You have to excuse me, there's a lift line going right up, which is right out of camera view, so some people might be yelling at me on my balcony. It's just the way it works here. So Club Med ski vacations, I've mentioned them a couple times because when I first heard about them I was just amazed and so excited to experience it, and let me tell you, experiencing it is even better than I could have imagined, frankly. Club Med ski vacations, there are about 25 or so resorts in the Alps that are marketed to the US, to the American market, and they are all inclusive ski vacations, and they are such a great value because all these extra things that you don't think about, especially for families, it's all included already. So yes, you do have to fly over to Europe, and yes, it is a week vacation, but it's just such an amazing value. The way they've got it set up is you arrive on Sunday, so you leave Saturday night from the US, fly overnight, and you fly usually into Geneva. I think that's the easiest one, but Lyon is also an easy enough airport to get to, or Paris, and then take the train. I flew into Geneva, and it was about a 2-hour drive that Club Med obviously provided for me from the Geneva airport up here into the mountains. But all-inclusive, that really means like literally almost everything you could possibly need. And my wallet has stayed in my bag. Hardly half of us didn't even exchange euros, and really haven't even needed them yet. There are a few little extra things, but I mean, I'm talking your food. There are buffets. There are 2 different restaurants here at the Club Med Val Thorens. One's more of an a la carte, a specialty restaurant where you can have dinner and that's included, or you can upgrade to a supplemental fixed menu that's by a 2-star Michelin chef, and that's only €59 upgrade. So that's really not a big deal. But otherwise, you eat at the buffet, and it's tons of choice, everything from pasta and pizza. They have hamburgers and steak, fresh grilled every day. They have fish every day. They have tons of appetizers, fresh vegetables. I mean, they just have tons and tons of food every day. I mean, gelato, which at lunch and dinner, which we've all been enjoying. Alcohol is included. I've got my little glass of wine from lunch. And I'm not just talking beer and wine. They've got bars that are open pretty much all day, I think. And so you can get liquor, had some Baileys and hot chocolates, of course. That's my après-ski drink. And, it's all included. There are specialty wine tastings. Again, in that specialty restaurant, it's called Epicurious. So you can upgrade and get either a really nice bottle of wine or glass of wine, or even just do these tastings. They have tastings every day, and I think it's a €25 upcharge to do and those are higher quality wines than just their house wine. Their house wine's pretty darn good. Ski lift passes obviously are included, and the biggest value, I mean, first of all, let's talk about the skiing. It's world-class skiing. I mean, it's ridiculously amazing, and the Les Trois Vallées, where we are, Val Thorens is one valley of 3 different valleys. It's the largest ski resort or skiable area in the world. It's amazing. Courchevel, Maribel, and Val Thorens are the 3 here, and it's just ridiculously amazing. But you also get lessons, or guidance really is what you could call it. If you're an expert skier, you don't really need lessons, but we skied around with a guide all day on Friday, and it was awesome. He took us to these amazing viewpoints, and I mean, we've been skiing by ourselves, and it's kind of daunting because it's so big and because it's so vast. You can end up really far away from the hotel, and so having a guide with you is fantastic. If you've got kids that are learning to ski, or if you don't know how to ski, we have some people in our group who don't know how to ski, and they have been in lessons every day that's included, and they can ski now. I mean, they even went down blues, which, here, I mean, they're pretty significant trails. So with a family, if you've got a family of 4, you don't have to pay for lessons. You know that your kids are probably going to be in ski school, especially if they're, 5, 6, 7, 8, or never really skied. They're going to be in ski school every day, and that cost really adds up. So let's talk a little bit about the train. I just want to show you the map. They have 2 sides to the map. One is Les Trois Vallées itself, and it's freaking massive, and then on the back side, they have the close-up of Val Thorens itself. and I can't really see if you can see it, and I'm not going to go into detail, but it just gives you an idea. It's freaking huge. But what's interesting is that altitude is not actually as big of an issue as I expected it to be, because the Alps aren't as high as like the Rockies, or at least where we are. I mean, the highest points are like 30,000, just over 3,000 meters, which is what, like it's like close to 10,000 feet. So I know Breckenridge base sits at 9,000 feet and it goes up to 11, 12, stuff like that in the Rockies. So the altitude is not really the problem. But again, it's just the vastness, and just, you know, this is a valley, but in that valley there are lots of like sub valleys and stuff like that, and so it can be a little bit complicated. So that's why having the guide involved, at least at the beginning. You don't have to ski with them all day if you don't want to. You know, you can break off from your group or whatever. They're just so great. I know my first day I like skied way too hard, I guess, in the morning. In the afternoon my legs were just jello, and so me and a couple of other people in my group had to check out early, and he took us right to a gondola. That we took one gondola and then another gondola and ended up across the street from Val Thorens, from the Club Med here. And so, I mean, without having him, we would have, like, I don't know what, we would have been stuck and miserable and very unhappy. What other points? Oh, about Club Med, it's such a fun atmosphere. I mean, every day at lunch, when everybody comes back for lunch, because it is included, a lot of people don't really eat up on the mountain. There are a few little chalets and stuff, but most everybody, I think, comes back to their chalet or their lodging. But they have a fun party where there's dancing and stuff like that. They have entertainment every night, and those are like really hilarious little variety shows put on by the staff. One of the benefits of being in the French Alps is the gentlemen here are quite nice to look at. If any ladies, single ladies are with me on that one. The chef de village, in fact, here we're all in love with. Pierre-Jean is just adorable and beautiful and a great sport. He was in every single like dance of the act last night. You know, they have dancing after like the little acts, but you know, if you don't want to deal with that, it's super spread out, and you can go to the Epicurious bar, which is much more calm and more of like a lounge. They also have rock climbing inside. The lobby is like 4 stories and it's really cool, and you can rock climb. There's a beautiful spa that I think I'm going to take advantage of. You know, they have a steam room, a gym, you know, all that good jazz. And it's right walking distance, like just 2 minutes that way is the village center, you know, kind of where the beginner ski area is, and the really cute shops. And you know, I got a waffle with Nutella. I mean, really cute. Not all of the Club Meds are in villages, but a lot of them are. And this particular Club Med doesn't even have, it has a teens club, but it doesn't have like kids clubs. Some of them have full-on kids clubs where you just, you know, give your kids away or whatever for the day. But that is one thing, that some of the villages are a little bit more kid-friendly than others. So if you are traveling with family, let me know and we can make sure we match you up to the right one. Because this one at Val Thorens, there are some children hanging around, but it's pretty much a young, fun, hip group. I mean, the GOs are great. That's the staff that come around and they're just awesome. But I think I'm kind of rambling. So I will just sign off now and let you know that, you know, I've now experienced 2 different Club Med experiences. They are totally different, but both have really excellent merit and value. And so give me a call to book your next Club Med vacation. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.